My name is Seda Conte, and today I'm going to be talking to the future president of the United States of America. Um, Being a black girl from an immigrant family, I do have a lot of concerns about the future president and what they can bring to the table um, in terms of things that will affect me personally. I have a lot of personal connections to this election because I feel as though a lot of issues that I am personally interested in are being brought up within the various debates going on between Republicans and Democrats. Um, Personally, I align myself as Democrat, and personally, I feel that Bernie Sanders is somebody that I align myself in terms of uh, political affiliations and opinions on how America can be improved. um, One of the biggest issues going on in the debates right now has to do with immigration, and that's a big thing to me because I come from family and my family was not born in America. They were born in Sierra Leone in Africa. And right now, the biggest issue is how illegal immigrants can be dealt with in America because there seems to be an influx of them coming from Mexico, and it's sparking a large um, reaction from Republicans, obviously, because there have been talks of building a wall and making sure that American jobs can go to Americans first before they're given to illegal immigrants. And it's hard for me to hear about all of this and the racist rhetoric that comes from, you know, um, Republicans and namely Donald Trump. And it's even though I myself am not Mexican, it's hard for me as an immigrant child to know that somebody's parent out there can hear this rhetoric and hear how people think about them and to understand that they have to deal with that all their life. And the path to citizenship should definitely be, you know, made easier for illegal immigrants. I'm 100% on board with Obama's um, idea to create a path to citizenship for illegal immigrants and to make sure that they can have the opportunity to become immigrant to become citizens in a country that they find that they can be able to prosper in and to create a family in and to contribute to. Um, uh, um, for a lot of time, like I would question my parents about how it was for them to become um, a citizen in America, and the path for them is very drawn out. It's very hard, and I don't think people understand how difficult it can to be an immigrant in America. And the path to naturalization can take up to 2 years, at least like 8 months, for an immigrant to become naturalized, and that's the shortest amount that isn't usually the case. Um, it can take up to 2 years, and for my parents personally, it took them 4 years to become um, naturalized citizens. And I think that, there needs to be more of a talk of how we can work with immigrants to make sure that they are naturalized and to make sure that they can actually contribute to America and that they, have the skills to be prosperous in America, so that they're not living on welfare and becoming the stereotype that a lot of people see them to be, um, as just lazy people who just come to America to feed off of the prosperous, average American who works and does their own part. Um, Another thing that is very close to my heart right now is the um, discussions about race relations in America. Um, Being black in America, it's definitely a big part of who I am. My race is something that I'm definitely proud of. My heritage is one of the biggest factors in my personality and the things that make me myself. And it's hard to believe that we've come from the civil rights movement, the civil rights movement, and you know we've desegregated schools and been able to desegregate public places, and yet tensions are as high with race relations then as it is now. You know, um, with all the talk in the media about Black Lives Matter and young black boys being shot down by policemen, unarmed and completely safe. I want to know what the new president can do um, to make sure that this tension can be resolved. Like there shouldn't be this conversation because all Americans are Americans. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. If you're a naturalized citizen, if you're a citizen of America, you are an American. And there shouldn't be a differentiation between, Americans because of their race. Um, I think there should definitely be more talks about how federal, government systems can monitor state level police stations to make sure that they're following the rules in apprehending their people and making sure that excessive force isn't taken, and that even when the person is apprehended and put into jail, they're not being attacked or hurt while they're in custody, because that is definitely not an American thing to do. Um, these people, they don't deserve to be hurt even though they've done something that is clearly wrong. They should be apprehended and understood that, they should be able to understand that what they have done is wrong without being hurt in a physical way, because they won't be able to learn properly what the issue was. There's a long way to go in terms of immigration and race relations within America, but I believe, future president,
Yeah, I know.
that with your assistance, we can that we can change America for the better. Thank you.